Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 custom franchise mode here in Alaska. Welcome back to the northernmost state in the US of A, Alaska. We have clinched the playoffs after a weird regular season. This is a new league, 42, 26, and 14. We are facing the Atlanta Thrashers. Technically, they are the best team in the league, but they didn't win it because of the amount of wins they had. Both top teams had 103 points, so we are going up against one of, if not the best team in the league. And by a weird season, I mean it was back and forth the entire year. We had so many losses here and there, a lot of overtime losses. We, for a long time, I would say up around the trade deadline, we were the best team in the league. I would say after the deadline, everything came crashing down. I would say we were probably sub 500 the rest of the year. We were not great. After a certain point, we picked up a lot of points in overtime, but we just weren't a great team, and obviously, I can understand that. We have our two top guys, and by two top guys, I mean Justin Pogge and Carl friggin' Alsner. No. MP3 and Jaromir Jagr, over 100 points for both of them. It was a good season for them. We had a lot of guys step up for us. But I know this league is going to be weird. We are going to have a good season here or there. We might not be a playoff team next year, and we might be at the bottom of the league. Right? Because at the starting of the season, the Seattle Storm and the New York Americans were two of the bottom teams, and now they're both playoff bound. We're here too, but I don't know how far we're going to get. We could get swept in the first round, we could sweep the first round, we could win the trophy at the end of the year. It's been a weird year. I don't expect much out of the squad. I just want to see what we're made of, just like our Calgary franchise mode. I want to see what this team is made of, and then when the draft comes, that's when we start making moves, and then free agency. I'm not sure. It's going to take a while for this team to be actually competitive year in, year out, because it's just up in the air. MP3, Jaromir Jagr, and then after that, we don't have any. I mean, we have Nikkanen, we have a few good prospects, we have Sogard in the net. We have a few really good guys in the system, but for right now, we just have to build through the draft, and so that goes for every other team in the league. Okay, I also got a comment at the last episode, and I want to get it here on my phone. Let me find it here real quick. Oh my god, that's my video. Oh my. Okay, so where is it? Yes. This is a comment from Iggy. Even though I'm fairly new and wouldn't count myself, for the trophies, since you wanted to rename them, like the Norris, the Art Ross, all those trophies, the Stanley Cup even, you could rename them after your most active and long-standing subscribers, or just go with first winners of trophies. I love that idea. He's also apparently a die-hard Victoria Victory fan. So, congratulations, they're in the playoffs against the LA Hammerheads. I love that idea. I think renaming them after subscribers is a phenomenal idea. I think when we get to the off-season, we'll decide. But right now, if you're watching this video right now, I want you to plead your case. A lot of you guys are awesome, but who is the best? I know there's a few ideas in my head of who the top tier guys are going to be, but I think that would be an interesting way to incorporate you guys into the franchise mode even more. So like, who's the Norris? Who's the Calder? Stanley Cup. I'm not sure what I'd name the Stanley Cup after, but right now I'll leave it as it is. But I want to rename those trophies. I think it'd be a phenomenal idea. That's just me, but I think that's a great idea, personally. But I know you guys want to get to the playoffs. First, before we look at anything else, I want to take a look at the playoff tree. Now, I am deciding whether to make a Google Docs page about every year's statistics. I think that'd be a good idea. But right now, this is the playoffs as it currently stands. You have the Dallas Armadillos and New Orleans Steamers in the top left corner. Obviously, Atlanta versus Alaska. The LA Hammerheads versus the Victoria Victory. And the Hawaii Vipers versus the Seattle Storm. The Western Conference is going to look beautiful. In the Eastern Conference and the International Division, you have the Moscow Elite versus the Tokyo Tigers. So there were only 3 international teams to make the playoffs this year. Moscow Elite, the Tokyo Tigers, the Stockholm Vikings and Jeffrey Woodworth versus the Halifax Narwhals, the Philadelphia Cannons versus the Miami Tropics, the Boston Settlers versus the New York Americans. If I have a team in the East I'd cheer for, it'd probably be the underdogs in the New York Americans. They came into this playoffs out of nowhere. I'm cheering for them in the East. But we're here in the playoffs against the Atlanta Thrashers. Now, I know somebody said they're more of an Eastern team, and yeah, this franchise mode is going to be weird. I tried my best. I think Atlanta could be counted as a more of a Central Division team. I know in the NHL they were an Eastern Conference team, but we have international teams in this league. So how much does it really even matter? I'm just saying. But we're going up against one of the best teams, the best team in the league. 103 points was the best. The only reason they didn't win the President's Trophy, if we're even going to call it that, was because of wins. The top team had 50 wins. Atlanta had 46. But let's go ahead and see what the Atlanta Thrashers are made of. What in the blue hell are the Atlanta Thrashers? Their top guy is Nikita Rogar, 19 years of age, 84 overall. How was his regular season? 67 goals, 106 points, a very similar season to MP3. I don't think we had the opportunity to pick him, but if he was on the board, he was definitely an option. They have John Hughes, Kaylee, Kosilla. Second line, you have Anthony Lewis. You have Salomaki, Anton Wadine, Jobst, Kirby Reichel, Andy Androff. Fourth line, you have Ryan Lomberg, Thompson, something like that. And then you have Nathan Pist. Not the worst team in the world. Obviously, we have to settle things down, right? Because you have to look at this team. Like, John Hughes is in this league. He's probably a second liner. Salomaki's, I would say he's probably a first liner in this game. Wadine, probably a second liner. All these guys are really solid players. So, obviously, Rogar is going to be their guy. So, we have to watch out for him. Defensively, Bystrom, Julius Honka, who I believe was their second round pick in the fantasy draft, Adam Glendening, Redmond, Kukkonen, and Friedman. So their defensive core is 10 times better than ours. Obviously, we have Greg Pattern and Carl Olsner. How could I forget his name? But they have some top-tier defensemen. Our defensemen aren't looking the greatest. I didn't pay too much attention to that, but I think currently they're the better team, but it always comes down to goaltending, doesn't it? Their top goaltender is Keith Kincaid. Yeah. Gotta love him for his Twitter. If you've never looked at his Twitter, my God, it's beautiful. And then you have Dustin, the beach ball goalie, Tarkovsky. Obviously, I have my feelings for him because he was a former Montreal Canadian. But I digress. Any scratch players on this team? Oh, and they just have another defenseman right there, so that sucks for us. This is going to be a very, very hard series. We also lost one of our top 4 defensemen going into the postseason, which complicates things. This isn't going to be a great run. We could easily get swept in the first round. So is there anybody that could replace Uthinen? Anybody in the AHL? I'm going to call up one of these kids. For right now, I'll call up somebody from the AHL. I'm not worried about the AHL squad just because of how garbage it is. And why did I press view lines? I didn't even mean to do that. My God. Let's go to roster moves here. Let's call up somebody. Just because I don't like Uutinen in that top 4 spot. Is this guy lefty? We'll bring him for right now. We just have to. We don't really have any options at this point in time. We have to be smart. Okay, AHL, I don't care. Our AHL squad won't be good for a very long time. I'm just saying. So let's get Uutinen out of the lineup. I believe that top 4 defenseman is hurt for quite a while. Downing is hurt until the end of the month. So we're going to have to get through probably 1.5 rounds for him to be back. And he isn't a staple of this defensive core. Nobody really is yet, except, Carl friggin' Alzner. But this is just what we have to work with at this very point in time. So first playoff series ever, we clinch a spot in year number 1. Obviously, we have new rules for the postseason. We slow sim every period of every game. We also jump into every overtime because we're doing this series every other day. So we got to make it more entertaining. Let's go into game number 1, officially underway. Let's see how it goes. Atlanta scores early. One of their depth players on Justin Pogge. We did debate Justin Pogge not being the starter for us in the postseason. But especially going up against Atlanta, we want the best possible player to be in there for us. And Jaromir Jagr gets on the board, the first ever postseason goal for the Alaska Bears. And that wasn't the worst first period for both goaltenders. 9 shots apiece, 1 goal apiece as well. Jaromir Jagr was our big guy there. Sogard is our backup goaltender. I really like him in-play simulation. It's like if we get to an overtime, we might have to put Sogard in because I don't trust Justin Pogge. But Sogard might be the guy to go with because he's 6'7". He would play better in overtime. But okay, second period, let's go. Let's see if we can take home the W. Pelletier scores early in the second period. MP3, his first postseason goal. You're going to see plenty more of those in the future. 3-1 Alaska. And we've taken the lead so far, but this game is wide open at this point in time. Rogar has to just come up clutch for Atlanta power play. For Alaska, that's a long one, and we can't capitalize there, but a 2-goal lead. 3-goal lead, Carl friggin' Olsner, the best defenseman in the not the NHL. Oh my God, we also have to come up for a name with the league. I've gotten a lot of suggestions. I've got the Extreme National Hockey League. I've got the BNHL, Better National Hockey League. I've gotten a lot of suggestions, but I'm not sure at this point. But also, subscribers, longtime subscribers for the awards. I want to hear your case. I'm just saying. Okay, Carl Alzner with a very important goal late in the second period. We lead them in shots, 23-14. Third period underway, 3-goal lead. You know anything is open here in this sort of league. 4-1, make that 5-1 our first line. Sender Otto Sompi scores to make it a 4-goal lead in the third period. Make that a 5-goal lead. MP3 with his second goal of the evening. This is easily an Alaska victory. I thought Atlanta would put up more of a fight here in game number 1, but it's going to be an interesting league. 6-1 victory in game number 1. MP3 with 4 points. Jagr with 3. Very big game. And that was a very impressive win. I don't expect that every single game. But, I mean, hey, I'll take it either which way. Okay, game number 2. Here in Atlanta, the Bauer Center. Let's see what we can do before we head back to Alaska. First period underway, power play early for Atlanta. They did score first last game. Solamaki, a power play goal, but Eric friggin' Condra, how many times are you going to see his name in NHL 20? Power play for Alaska. And it goes by the wayside. Another power play, 4-on-3, and then a 5-on-4 MP3, his third goal of the series. 2-1 Alaska, nearing the end of the first period, and it's 2-1 Alaska. So just like the first game, They score the first goal. Justin Pogge's been strong so far. Eric Condra ties the game. MP3 takes the lead. Okay. Big first period right there. Let's see if this luck can continue. Power play early for Atlanta. You can't keep giving them those chances. They can't capitalize, but Nikita, Rogar, and John Hughes. Just like that, Atlanta has taken the lead. Power play for us. Matt friggin' Molson ties the game. Back and forth right here. Nikkanen, the rookie, on the board. His first postseason goal as an Alaska Bear. We have the lead. 20 minutes remaining, and that was a back and forth period. They take the lead, making it 3-2. Matt Molson ties the game on the power play. Nikkanen takes the lead. Why was that so hard to pronounce? Shots are in Atlanta's favor, 18 to 20. Very similar games. Power play has been, for both, we've both scored power play goals. Let's see. Haven't we? Yeah, they scored a power play goal right there. Okay. It's up to special teams and goaltending right now. Pogge, you got to step it up. Third period underway. Are we going to take a 2-0 series lead in the first round? Power play. Come on, Alaska. There we go. MP3 with the second goal of the evening. John Hughes also acquires his second. Okay, a 1-goal game with 9 minutes remaining in game number 2. Come on, Alaska. Come on, boys. 3 minutes, 2 minutes. And Pro Horkin completes the hat trick in game number 2 to secure a 6-4 victory. And a very, very impressive game number 2. Rogar definitely had a great performance, but MP3 was that much better. Phenomenal performance. Not the best goaltending performance, but I will take a victory nonetheless. So MP3 has 8 points in 2 games. He's going to define this team. If we want to win, we're going to be propped up by him. Not by our depth, not by our defense. It's going to be him. He's going to have to score our way out of losing. It's going to be up to him. It's up to him at this point. So we head back to the Shoreline Arena with a chance to take a stranglehold in game number 3. The other series right now, Dallas has a 2-0 series lead over New Orleans. LA and Victoria are tied. And also Hawaii and the Storm are tied at 1 apiece. In the East, every series is tied going into game number 3, so the East is looking very, very strong at this point in time. So let's head into game number 3, see if we can take a big, big lead. Come on, first period underway. It's Pogge time, baby. 0-0. And Rogar scores early. Every single game they've scored the first goal so far. Power play for Atlanta. We kill it off. That's a biggie. Can we tie this game before the end of the first period? Oh, 2 minutes. Come on, Alaska. And it looks like they will hold the 1-0 lead going into the second period. Pogge, I can't blame him there. You know, I debated putting Pogge out as backup heading into the postseason, but he's been good so far, but we need him to stay at that pace. You know, last game, 4 goals against. I can't blame him. Atlanta's just that damn good. They were the best team in the league this year. Alaska, you got to score your way out of this problem. Second period shots are tied, but Atlanta leads us. And Luis. Oh, Matt Molson cuts the lead in half just like that. That's fight. That's what I'm talking about. Power play Alaska. Oh, they kill it off. Power play Atlanta. Oh, we kill it off. Special teams are going to be important here. Getting to the later. Oh, no. Rogar takes the 2-goal lead again. And we will head into the third period down by 2. I thought we could have gotten out of the period at a 1-goal deficit. Shots are in our favor. 20-16. Pogge has not been the best this game. But it's kind of all up in the air at this point in time, right? Okay. Third period, 3-1. Can we make it a game early here? We got to score 1 early. Come on, Alaska. Come on. Ooh, Kirby Reichel makes it a 3-goal lead. Atlanta, this series is far from over. And Alaska will drop game number 3. Atlanta was bound to have a good game sooner or later. Michael McCarron scores his first in the postseason, but that will be a little too late to help our causes in game number 3. Your first star Nikita Rogar. He is heating up, and if there's one player you don't want on that squad heating up, it's him. So it's a 2-1 series heading into Game 4. We drop one at home. We also pick up we pick up both wins in their arena. Let's hope they don't do the same thing here in Alaska. Okay. Game number 4, other series in the East. Miami 2-1 over Philadelphia. Boston is trailing New York 2-1. Halifax is beating Stockholm 2-1. And the Moscow Elite are beating Tokyo 2-1. So the East is very, very interesting. Okay. All the series are very, very close. Game number 4. Let's see how this one turns out. Come on, Maxime Prohorkin. MP3's got to step the hell up. Jaromir Jagr's only scored 1 this entire postseason. Power play early, and they kill it off. Ooh, God. Yikes. Oh, come on. Our offense has been so stagnant the last few periods. Okay, come on, Alaska. 0-0 after 20 minutes. They're leading us in shots by 3, 12-9. Not too much of a deficit. And the score sheet says 0 apiece. Okay, Alaska. Okay. You know, we're not out of the woods yet. It's 2-1 in the series. We can easily win this game and win another one. We can. But Atlanta knows what they're doing. They won plenty of games this year. 103 points. Technically, the most amount of points in a single season ever in this league. Okay, let's go. Third period, or second period? Second period and away. Come on, somebody step up, Alaska. You've been so stagnant in the last few games. And Thompson scores the early goal for Atlanta, or scores the first goal. And Nikinen, why do I keep pronouncing his name wrong? I have no idea. Halfway through the game, it's a 1-1 score. Do we have any more fight left in the tank? And we will get through 40 minutes. A tie game yet again. They still lead us 23-18. Nikinen with a phenomenal late goal. I very much appreciate it, but it's a tie game. Either they tie the series or we make it a 3-1 series lead. Third period, Alaska. Come on, boys. I don't like a tie game, especially in this sort of league. Anything can happen. Power play, 5-on-3. You got to capitalize here, Alaska, and that goes by the wayside halfway through the third period here. Oh, come on! Really, Alaska? No, don't do this. No. 3 minutes left. Come on, Alaska. 1 minute, and Rogar scores the empty netter. Just like that, I said special teams was going to change this series. Glendening with the game winner. Justin Pogge didn't even have a bad performance. Our offense just turned right off. I don't know where it is. After a phenomenal first 2 games, 12 goals combined in the first 2, we've only put up 3 in the last 2. Dropping both. So it's a best of 3. We win both in Atlanta, they come to Alaska and win both. So we still haven't won a game on home ice. Will this trend continue? Let's see, in the Bauer Center, game number 5. Best of 3 now. First period underway. Power play early. And Atlanta scores a short-handed goal, but MP3 will tie the game on that same power play. Honka takes the lead. Oh, this has been an awful start to the game. Power play Atlanta, we kill it off. Only 5 shots. My God, Atlanta, pick it. Oh, no, Alaska. 3 minutes. Can we tie this game? And Patrick Eaves, I believe that might be his first goal in this postseason so far. It's a tie game through 20 minutes. Plenty of shots. 12-16 into Atlanta's favor. MP3 steps up, but Pogge didn't have this. I mean, he had a solid period, but we need our offense just to step up. I'm glad we got out of the woods there with a tie game through 20, but we just need to keep it going. Second period underway. Alaska. Come on. Come on, ladies and gents. Oh, Jobst takes the lead in the second period. MP3 with his second of the game ties it. Atlanta with the power play, but we kill it off. 5 minutes remaining in the second period. Will we get through another 40 minutes with a tie game? Yes, we will. You don't want to be down in the series heading to Game 6 because the way the series is going, I don't like it. Obviously, I have no expectations for this team for Alaska. Atlanta was the best team in the league this year via points, but not wins. They were tied for the first. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. They're the best. We are. I think we're the worst team to make it into the Western Conference, if I'm not mistaken. I think we might be, but we just gotta win it somehow. Shots are in Atlanta's favor. One goal will probably win this game. Sexton scores the game-breaking goal. Is that the right word? Long power play. 10 minutes remaining. MP3 with another goal. Power play marker. 7 minutes. Come on, Alaska. 5 minutes. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. 1 minute. And we are headed to our first ever overtime. This is gonna be fun. Which jerseys do we go with? Do we go with our alternate? Nah, we'll go with our away jersey. Atlanta, we have their alternates. It's what I got it as close as they possibly could have for their alternate, what they kind of used IRL. We'll go that jersey. Why not? Why the hell not? Okie dokie, overtime, ladies and gents. Who will walk away with the series lead? MP3's got to step up. We've been pretty good in overtime, or I guess our first ever episode went really well for the regular season. Oh, this is going to end quick. Shot in front, and just like that, I should have gone with Sogard, you piece of garbage, Pogge. I should have done it. I should have done it. Garbage. What the hell was that? What was that? A shot or pass from the point. Rogar just sends it right in front. Who was that? Whose man's? Soppy, what are you doing? Like a poke check or something. Gets it on the stick of him. He shoots it in front. Oh, you know what? Carl, I mean, I can't blame you for your ankles being in the way. But it was your stick. Oh. And Justin Pogge could do nothing. You know what? I can't blame Justin Pogge too much there. I really can't. But that sucks. That sucks. We dropped the ball there early in overtime. I knew it was going to end early. And it definitely did not go in our favor there. Okay. We are down 3-2 in the series after being up 2-0. I knew the series was far from over. But that's no fun. Game 6 underway. We either go home after a fine regular season and a pretty bad postseason, but I have no expectations for this team. It's not like I'm going to be mad. I just feel we were up 2-0 in the series. I don't want to start the series off, this new mode off in a bad way. I hope we can force 7, or we will walk away empty-handed. Not even with a good draft pick, okay? First period, Game 6, it's elimination night, ladies and gents. Who's going to step up to the cause? And Atlanta scores about halfway through the first period. John Hughes on the power play. Power play for us. Can we tie it? No, we cannot. I don't like that. Oh, damn it, Pogge. Damn it, Pogge. God damn you, Pogge. Why did you have to do it, Pogge? Longberg scores late. If only we could have gotten out of the first period with a 1-0 deficit. I would have been okay with that. But 2-0, the way this is going, our offense has been so mediocre the last few games. Okay, let's just keep going. I have really nothing to say. MP3 got to step it up. You have 2 points a game. I can't really be mad at you putting up 2 points a game and nobody else stepping up. Power play, we kill it off. Oh, no. Can we get one back? Can we get one back before the third period of play? No, we can't. 21 shots for Atlanta, 2 goals, 15 shots for us. 15 goals would be nice, but we're down. I have nothing more to say. This is just the way it is. Third period. Are we going home empty-handed? Matt Molson scores early. It's still a game, ladies and gents. It's still a game. It's still a game. Come on, Alaska. Come on, boys. Power play, Atlanta. No, Justin Pogge. No, Pogge. No. Oh. MP3. Come on. Be clutch. Please, Alaska. No, Wadeen. No! Wadeen, no! You know what? Maxime Pro-Horkin put up 2 points in the evening. Oh my god, that's so good. Can you imagine what this team is going to be like, or what he's going to be like once he has decent players around him? Yeah, he has Jágr, but a decent first-line center. Could you imagine how good he's going to be? It's only a matter of time. But we dropped the ball. But you know what? Let's check the points, because the offseason is going to be crazy. The offseason is going to be nuts. But let's just check it out. You know, MP3 was phenomenal. 9 goals, 3 assists, 1 game winner, 5 power play goals. He was phenomenal. He's going to be our guy. I know I said going into the postseason I wanted a captain. That's starting next year. I want to have one for sure. Jágr was silent but deadly. 7 assists, you know. Probably the majority of those MP3 goals came from the stick of Jaromir Jágr. I'm just saying. He was a beauty. Both of them were really good. Defensively, they were great. Otto Sampi. You know, he even had a great postseason run. 6 points in 6 games. He's going to grow. I would be upset if he wasn't like 72 overall to starting him next year. It's his time to shine. He's had a great statistical season. Matt Molson with 5 points. Michael McCarron, 6'6", a machine, 5 points. Brodzinski, 5. So our second line was great in general. I can't really be mad at that performance. Nikkanen, you know, -3. Patrick Eves, -3. Eric Condra, -5. I can be mad, but this team's new. I can't be mad. I can't really be that upset, right? But Nikkanen, rookie, I'm assuming he's going to grow. 63 overall, he's going to grow. Shot at 25%, he might even be a decent little goal scorer for us. But this team's going to change a lot in the offseason. Defensively, Karl Alzner had 7 freaking points. -3, though. We got absolutely obliterated defensively. This team's going to have to change. It's going to. But right now, Karl Alzner, I might even have to keep him on. I was debating trading him for cap, but who is there going to be to sign in free agency, right? Karl Alzner, 7 points, 6 games. He's one of the best defensemen in the league right now. That is weird to say, ain't it? Goaltending, Justin Pogge, you absolute loser. I mean, even in the games we lost, the offense didn't help him out too much. The games we won, the offense was there for him. But we're probably going to change goaltending. Solgaard is our guy going forward. Justin Pogge's, we're going to have to move on from him. But I think to end this episode, we're going to simulate out the rest of the postseason game by game, and then we'll start next episode fresh. Okay? So currently, I wish there was a better way to simulate, you know. So in the West, Hawaii beat the Seattle Storm in the 6 games. LA's down 2-3 to the Victoria victory. Dallas is up 3-2 over New Orleans. Boston beat the New York Americans. Stockholm came back against the Halifax Narwhals in 6 games. Miami has beaten the Philadelphia Cannons, and Moscow hasn't beaten Tokyo yet. But let's see. Let's advance a day. Okay, why did I press edit lines? No idea why I did that. Come on, Owen. Can you stop being a tool for once in your life? I'd appreciate it. Okay. Let's advance another day. And the Victoria Victory have beat the LA Hammerheads in 6 games, so the second round is ready to go there. But the Dallas and the New Orleans Steamers look to be going to our... Oh, there's 2 Game 7s in the first round. The Dallas Armadillo and the New Orleans Steamers, and the Moscow Elite versus the Tokyo Tigers. Okay, an interesting send-off to the first round. Let's see how it goes. And the New Orleans Steamers beat Dallas in 7 games, our first ever Game 7 in this league. And the Moscow Elite get past the Tokyo Tigers. Okay, ladies and gents. Okay. So the second round is ready to go. Let's start simulating. This might be fun, you know. I want to see who's going to be the first champion. In the West, New Orleans up 1-0 over Atlanta. Hawaii is up 1-0 over Victoria. In the East, Moscow is up and Miami's up. Okay. Come on. Let's keep it going. And Atlanta ties the series, so does Hawaii. Or did Hawaii? Was Hawaii up in... I can't remember. Miami goes up 2-0 over Boston, and the Moscow Elite and Stockholm Vikings are up, or tied. Okay, okay. Game number 3, Mike Downing is hurt, or is back. I don't care. You think I really care now? I'll send down Utanen. I don't freaking care. Thank you for coming back after... Yeah, I can't really blame him, though. So, Stockholm up 2-1. Miami up 2-1. New Orleans up 2-1. And Victoria is up in that series as well. Are we placing bets now? I mean, I gotta cheer for the Victoria Victory, I think. I refuse to cheer for Atlanta. I just refuse, okay? Okay. Ooh. That series is tied. But New Orleans is up 3-1 over Atlanta, pushing them to the breaking point. And Miami pushes Boston to elimination. But that series for the international teams is tied. Who is going to make it to the conference finals here? Will New Orleans pass? New Orleans beats Atlanta in the second round. I wonder if we would have had a better time against them. But they make it to the Final Four. Okay. Hawaii is now up over Victoria. Moscow takes the lead in that series, and Miami has beaten Boston. Okay, are we going to get any Game 7s in round number 2? And Hawaii beats the Victoria Victory. They're heading to the conference finals against New Orleans. Oh, I was cheering for Victoria. Sorry there, Iggy. I'm sorry. And Moscow and Stockholm are going to a Game 7. Who is going to make it? It looks like it's going to be the Moscow Elite in 7 games. Is that their second... Wait, hold on. Is that their second Game 7 victory? I think Moscow might be... Moscow beat Tokyo in 7. They've also beat Stockholm in 7. They've played the most games so far, and the conference finals are set here. In the West, you have Hawaii and New Orleans. In the East, you got Moscow and Miami. If I'm not mistaken, Miami was the best team in the league this year? I could be mistaken, but I want to make sure I check real quick. 103 points. Hawaii. Hawaii was the best team? Oh, okay. Hawaii was the best team. Hawaii. So you got some top-tier teams playing. Game 1 of the conference finals. Let's see how it goes. Hawaii is up. And Moscow is up. Game number 2. Hawaii's up 2-0. Moscow is also up 2-0. Game 3. Hawaii is up 3-0. Moscow is also up 3-0. Are they going to sweep their way to the finals? Uh-oh. Draft class, not too worried about that at this point in time. Are we going to see both teams advance? The finals are underway, and I don't have a replacement name for the Stanley Cup, but what is our trophy named here? Of this entire league, what is the major trophy called? I don't know, but right now it's just the championship. Who is going to get the chip? Year number 1, the finals are underway. Geez, I don't know who to cheer for at this point. Hawaii is up 1-0. Okay. Are we going to see this series tied? Moscow is down 2-0. Hawaii has won a lot of games in a row. Game 3. Hawaii is up 3-0. Are they about to be your year 1 champions? Game number 4. Can Moscow fight back? Moscow has fought back. It's 3-1 in the series. They have a lot of climbing to do. But this series continues. Game number 5. And officially, your year 1 champions, the Hawaii Vipers. Year number 1 champions. What does their team look like? I can't recall. The Hawaii Vipers are your year 1 champions. Their top... Oh, Kaprizov and Caulfield. Cole Caulfield and Kaprizov. They're top tier guys. Who's their goaltender? Their goaltender, Hill. Hill is their guy. Okay, I get why they're here. They had probably the best first and second round. They got a top tier prospect in round number 2. And the Hawaii Vipers are your year 1 champions. I don't know what to call that trophy. But for right now, they are on top of this league's world. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the support. 636 subscribers by the time I'm recording this. I don't know when this... I think this video will go out tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Or tomorrow in my time. Today in... I don't know. It's weird. I just want to thank you guys so much for the support. My end-year goal was 600 subscribers, and you guys absolutely friggin' crushed it. 600 was my end year, January 1st, 2021. We hit it halfway through the year. Halfway. Is 1,000 out of the question? I'm not really counting on it, but you guys are just absolutely crazy, and I appreciate the continued support. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.